I am a strong believer that you cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick in the first place. Hi, my name is Anna. I'm a psychologist and I specialized in emotional and binge eating. And I have recovered from those things and a bunch of other distorted eating habits for over 12 years. So here's the thing. I grew up in a highly critical environment, and I remember specifically the amount of criticism and comments and questions about my body, about my food, why I'm eating this, why I'm not eating that has perpetuated this idea that I'm never good enough. Like, no matter what I do, I'm not good enough. So I decided to change, and I was changing all the time, and I was always changing for other people. I never really wanted to lose all that weight. I just put myself under this pressure that I need to lose weight in order to feel validated and accepted and loved. Now, the problem with that, of course, is because my body was naturally changing, or I was just gaining some weight, well, just because it became a problem because of the comments. So when I decided to heal, I didn't want to point fingers like, you did this to me, like you made me feel, insecure, and you made me feel less, loved or whatever. It's not about pointing fingers. It's about understanding that in order for me to heal and keep you in my life, we need to set some boundaries here. Like, you cannot say stuff like that to me. Like, you cannot comment on what I'm eating. You cannot comment on my body. You cannot comment on my habits around food and what I'm thinking or not thinking, and impose them as your own, because you're making me feel less than. If you explain, like I did explain in length, that healing means me listening to my own body and not listening to what you're telling me, and listening to my own hunger and satiety cues, and incorporating different foods and ending the dieting mentality, like, people will understand. And what you will notice as well is that unless it's like a very, specific case, most people don't want you harm. They're just also dealing with a lot of their own insecurities, projecting them on them, comparing themselves to you. And they're not even really aware of how much damage they have caused you along the way. So one sentence that they have said that lasted 5 seconds ruined your life for the next 15 years, like it did in my case. But that doesn't mean that now you cannot tell them, okay, listen, what happened is in the past, but in order for me to heal, we need to change the dynamics, we need to change the topics, and some things are just not going to be up for discussion.